Is it allowed for foreigners to sue people like Operation Dudula for harassment in the law of South Africa?
Yeah, it's allowed.
Really?
It's definitely allowed for anyone to sue anyone
Anyone?
who harass them, including foreigners, because they are human beings.
Mm.
And the law of South Africa, like the law of South Africa, is the law. And I want to read something because people don't seem to understand the law, how it is. They think foreigners are not human beings and they can do things to foreigners and get away with it. But the law protects everyone, including foreigners. And I want you guys to read this so you can understand. We're not speaking into court, speaking based on what the law says. Uh, Protection from Harassment Act 17 of 2011. This is the main law that directly deals with harassment. It protects any person, South African or foreign, from being stalked, threatened, watched, followed, or contacted in ways that cause fear or harm. You don't need to have a personal relationship with a harasser. You can apply for a protection order at the nearest magistrate court. If the court believes you're in danger, it can give you an interim order at the same day, stopping the person from contacting or approaching you. Later, there will be a hearing to make it final. If the harasser breaks the order, they can be arrested or charged. This one is the law, like a protection order law. So there is the criminal law. This speaks about Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977 and Intimidation Act 72 of 1982. If the harassment involves violence, threats, or verbal abuse, you can open a criminal case at the police station under the Criminal Procedure Act. Police can arrest anyone who assaults, threatens, or tries to harm another person. Under the Intimidation Act, it's a crime to make threats that cause fear or force you to act against your will. Criminal injuria is another offense under criminal law. It covers cases where someone insults or humiliates you, especially in a racist or degrading way. These laws allow both citizens and foreigners to open cases directly with the SAPS, South African Police Services. So yeah, man, there's a lot of laws. There's even like a cybercrime law, Act 19 of 2020. I won't read this one. People can go and check it. It's about if maybe someone is abusing you online, like cyberbullying. There's also domestic violence. If maybe the foreigners, like there's domestic violence, this law, yeah, like GBV, it's more personal, like relationships. If maybe a foreigner is dating a South African, the South African is abusing, that foreigner can actually stand for themselves and go and report that law, that problem. Even there's these other laws of Employment Equity Act. Foreigners can protect themselves if they have documents and they're treated unfairly in the workplace. They can speak out and they can get protection because the South African law and the constitution allows them, to be protected. You guys can go and read these things. There's also the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa in the Bill of Rights. And foreigners have like the right to human dignity, the right to freedom and security of the person, right to equality before the law, and all of those things. Some of these things we've been speaking about them previously. So yeah, foreigners, they can sue anyone
Yeah.
who harass them.
And I think it's fair, and the fact that the constitution law, right, allows them to do that, it shows that the government favors everyone as long as you are in the country, whether you're a foreigner or not, because at the end of the day, you are still a human being. That even shows that South Africa it's a free country. Like
Definitely.
maybe hence the South African flag has so many colors because everyone is protected. I mean,
Yeah, even the white people who stole the land, they're
Yeah.
protected. Afrikaners who
So-
are always racist towards black every day, they're protected.
so it's crazy. Like even if like the other movement trying to chase away foreigners, at the end of the day, the constitution it does support foreigners.
Yeah, and these foreigners, they can stand up for themselves
Mhm.
and go to court and open charges of harassment.
Yes. So I think this whole thing of like people trying to harass foreigners and stuff like that. At the end of the day, they're gonna end up just shooting themselves in the foot, because it comes down to the law. The law stands with them.
The law supports everyone.
So instead of like going back, like trying to chase those foreigners, we should maybe like to change the law. Like if we have like problem.
Yeah, but it's not that easy to change the law. You
Yeah.
must actually win elections to change the law, so you can amend certain act in the constitution or the law of South Africa.
Mhm.
So you have to be in the legislature, in
Mhm.
government, and you have to have the numbers in order to vote for amending a certain law, and they change the whole thing. So regular people who are not even parliament, who are not even getting votes to enter the democratic parliament, or the democratic what is this thing where they create the laws in the legislatures, they won't have the powers because they're not even getting votes for them to even go to parliament and at least maybe influence these things to change. So they're only speaking from outside. They don't have powers, and those who are representing these organizations that are already in parliament, they don't speak about this, about Patriotic Alliance. They don't raise these things there. About Action SA. It's already in parliament. But they don't raise these things. EFF is always raising real issues. And EFF is not about foreigners anyways. These ones are about foreigners, but they don't say anything about foreigners. They're not even trying to convince a changing of the law. They are busy eating money like by parliament. You voted for them. Look now, you guys look like a joke now.
If they claim so much to have a problem with foreigners, they should actually do something with the foreigners. Instead of going to the street.
Yeah, they should try to change the law.
Yes.
So when they go to the streets, the law is in their favor. Because now the law, whatever all of these people are doing is against them. Is very much against them.
Yes.
Everything they're doing. They can't arrest. They can't search anyone's shop without the police.
They can't enter.
So it's like, even if they wanted to do anything, they will still need the government. They will still need to call police to go and do those things for them. So when they can talk and act like they have power, but they don't. Because in everything they need to do, they still need police. And if they don't have police, foreigners can stand for themselves and say, so, yeah, man, foreigners, they can be protected. It's under the law. After all, everyone is protected. And I think it will only be fair if even all of these type of foreigners, different people from different countries, knew the laws of our country, so they can also protect themselves. Because these people every day, they're having to face being embarrassed for no reason, even if they have papers. So you might as well just know the law and protect yourself. If they harass you, take them to court live, sue these people live in Bapumegini. Because like they're making you a joke, and you guys can actually protect yourselves, you know.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I guess they're not tapped in with the law, so maybe just because they are foreigners or even legal foreigners, they feel like, oh, these people are actually entitled to their country, so you know.
If they are legal, they can go and protect themselves.
Yeah, so I feel like they just give it up and like, do I even have rights because this is not my country? So I guess they are not tapped in with the rules.
Now I think most of these guys, they know the law. It's just that they're scared of how they'll be treated. They're scared to approach the police. They think they'll be treated unfairly. You see, like the other women, how the police was treating them. You know? And that is not allowed for a police to treat anyone like that, even if it's a foreigner. It's not allowed because he's wearing the government uniform. So if he was doing that, not wearing the government uniform was gonna be understandable. So what that guy was doing was actually an insult to the government, you know. Yeah.
And saying go back to your country and fix your country. So
yeah, and that guy can actually be sued. I thought he can't be sued, but he actually can be sued.
Yeah, because of the words he was saying. Right?
Yeah, because of everything he was saying. Yeah, he can actually. And this is the law. It's not emotions.
Yeah.
This is what the law says. It's not like we wish. We're actually telling you what the law says, you know. It's like us, we are so protected because we speak facts. We speak things that exist.
Yeah.
We're not speaking things that don't exist.
So they can't even come against us because
Yeah, like
Yeah, it
what
doesn't
will
make
they say?
sense.
They can't
Yeah,
argue against the
the
law.
law.
It's like as we're telling you, 1+1 is 2. You can't say 1+1 is 3.
As much
It's
as the
2.
law, it kind of like the system is broken, but yeah,
But it's the system.
but it's the system.
Yeah, why when it benefit us, we don't complain? There's too much. There's too much where the system is benefiting us. We don't complain. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. You can be gay, whatever. Can be LGBTQ. It's allowed because it's freedom. It benefits you. You are happy. When it doesn't benefit you, it benefits prisoners. Prisoners can't be killed. They can't be hanged.
Yes.
Then nyakwata. And then what if you get falsely accused of a crime, falsely, and then would you want to be hanged even though?
Yeah.
So you must not be given time to prove you're innocent. You must just be hanged.
I'm so glad actually.
You
somehow, I'm glad that they actually took it down because
Yeah,
of what
now you'd be
mentioned.
like, hi, these people, these allegedly were kept matlala, and they must be hanged. Okay, cool. Until they wrongfully accuse you of a crime you didn't do,
Yeah.
should you be hanged? You will see that, you'll appreciate this law of freedom of expression and freedom of speech when it's your turn. But now you don't see it.
Mhm.
Now you don't see it. You're bashing
It's
it.
crazy. Yeah, someone will bash it until it happens to your own son or your own brother.
And you want your son
your
to be
own
protected,
husband,
but they will hang your son because you're busy supporting hanging of people.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Thank you guys for watching up until the end. Catch me on my next video, please.